Question 6 says the circle C has centre A with coordinates 7, 5. So that's pictured in the diagram there. The line with equation y equals 2x plus 1 is the tangent to C at the point P as shown in figure 3. Again, just describe what's in the diagram. Show that the equation of the line PA is 2y plus x equals 17. So notice that this here is perpendicular. So we can mark this on the diagram as well. I advise you doing that in an exam. So it's asking us to find the equation of this perpendicular line here. So we know a point on the line. We know point A. And we also know the gradient of the line, or rather it's easily deducible. So the gradient of this line, and it's absolutely fine to annotate your paper like this. The gradient of the line is 2. So the gradient of our PA is the negative reciprocal of 2, because it's perpendicular, minus 1/2. We know a point on the line, 7, 5. Therefore, we're just going to use the equation y minus y1 equals mx minus x1. And we know the answer. It's 2y plus x equals 17. Let's show that that's the case. So y minus y1 equals mx minus x1. Which implies, so multiplying everything by 2 here, both sides by 2, we get 2y minus 10 equals minus 1 x minus 7, which means that 2y minus 10 equals minus x plus 7. We're almost there. So add x to both sides and add 10 to both sides. Therefore, we get 2y plus x equals 17 as required. So part B, find an equation for the circle C. Okay, so there's a few things that we need to do here. So to find an equation for that, what we first of all need is the radius. So we know the equation of we know the coordinates of the centre, but this radius here, from A to P, we need to find. So really, we need to find the point P. So in order to do that, when we know the equation of this line here, we've just found out the equation of this line here. So the point P is where the two meet. So part B, we want where y equals, it was, the equation of the first line was y equals 2x plus 1. So the line y equals 2x plus 1. And this line here that we've just worked out, 2y plus x equals 17, where they both meet. So we'll solve those simultaneously. Well, we know y equals 2x plus 1. So if we sub that into the second equation, that implies that 2 lots of our y, which is 2x plus 1, plus x equals 17. Multiplying that out, we get 4x plus 2 plus x equals 17, which in turn means that 5x and 17 take 2 is 15. So 5x equals 15, which means that x equals 3. Therefore, that implies that y equals 2 lots of 3 plus 1, which is 7, which is equal to 7. Therefore, P, well, the x coordinate we got was 3, and the y coordinate we got was 7. So we're a step closer. So now that we know the point P, we found it to be 3, 7. So I'll put that on the diagram. So P is 3, 7. I know that A is 7, 5. So it's the distance between those 2 points, between 3, 7 and 7, 5. So the distance between 3, 7 and 7, 5. Right, so the x distance is 4. 7 take 3 is 4. So the square root of the x difference squared plus the y difference squared. So 5 take 7 squared. So that's the radius equals that. Equals the square root. Well, 4 squared is 16. Plus 5 take 7 is minus 2. Square that. Makes positive 4. Equals root 20. Equals root 4 root 5. Equals 2 root 5. So that's the radius. Therefore, we know that the centre of the circle was 7, 5 as given in the question. So x minus the x coordinate of the centre squared plus y minus the y coordinate of the centre squared equals the radius squared. So this squared. So root 20 squared, which is 20. So part C. Let's just put the question there to remind us. So it says the line with equation y equals 2x plus k, where k can't equal 1, is also a tangent to C. Find the value of the constant k. So let's just remind ourselves of what the diagram looked like. So that's it there. And we know that this has equation y equals 2x plus 1. And we know that the line with the equation 2x plus k is another tangent. So it must be parallel. So the only place it could be is there. Has to have the same gradient and touch the curve, touch the circle. So it has to be there. So what we need to do to find out what this point here is, find out what we need to do to travel from P to A. Then because of the symmetry of a circle, it's doing the same again. So P had coordinates, I'll use a different colour so that you can see it a bit better, 3, 7. And the centre had coordinates 7, 5. So basically, we go down 2 from 7 to 5. Then to the right, we go 4. So down 2, 4 to the right. So go down 2 again, 4 to the right. We get 3 as the y coordinate going down 2. And 4 to the right makes it 11. So that has coordinates 11, 3. So y equals 2x plus k, and sub that point in. So 3 equals 2 lots of 11 plus k, which means that k equals 3 minus 22, which is minus 19. And that's the question answered. So k equals minus 19. There it is there. So if you're unfamiliar with this topic, you should go to my categorised revision questions, have a go at loads of those until you get good at this. I've done a couple of tutorial videos as well on this topic. For more videos like this, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and to find out more about our Skype tuition and revision courses, go to alevelmathsrevision.com.